Good morning. Welcome to Special Olympics Chicago. I'm here with Erin Sullivan. Here she's going to be talking with Special Olympics about Chicago Marathon. Good morning, Erin.
Good morning, William. How are you?
Good, good. What is it like to run the Chicago Marathon? Can anyone do it?
Yes, I think anybody can run the Chicago Marathon. I was not a runner up until a couple of years ago, and I just started kind of running for fun. And was able to do enough training to run the marathon. But I think that anybody who does the proper training can do it. And when you're running for a cause you care a lot about, it's a lot easier that way too.
Okay. Why did you run the marathon for SOC and SCC?
So the reason I ran the marathon for SOC and SCC was because I have a lot of friends who are Special Olympics athletes in the Chicago area, and I see how much the funds that the marathon raises and all of our fundraising throughout the year goes to these athletes and the programs, and I think they're really great and awesome, and I love being part of the programs. But I think without the marathon team raising as much money as we do, some of these programs would not be able to happen. And it's something I care a lot about. And like I said, I care a lot about my friends who use these programs, every day. And so that's why I decided to run for SOC and SCC.
Okay. What are some of the benefits of running with Team Special O Chicago?
So running with Team Special O is it's awesome. You're like a VIP. It's so great. When you sign up, which it's too late to sign up for the marathon through just their general lottery. So the only way to sign up now is through a charity team. But when you sign up through SOC, you get your guaranteed entry to the race, and it's free. SOC covers the cost for that. And then, there's a couple other perks, like you can get discounted training through Chicago Endurance Sports, which is the training group that I run with. And that's really valuable to running the race. You get, your free t-shirts and things to wear during your training and during the race. And what I found to be the coolest was kind of the pre and post race headquarters that SOC SDC has. It's at the Firehouse Restaurant, which is, less than a mile from the end of the race. So it's really just a place to store your stuff before the race, grab a little breakfast, walk over to the start line. And then once you complete your race, when you're on the last mile, there are a ton of people outside the restaurant, athletes, family, friends, the associate board, everybody was there, so excited, cheering for us. Somebody would hand you a flag to finish the race with the SOC flag, which I thought was so awesome and so special. And then after you finish the race, then you get to head back there and party with all your friends, and everybody's really excited. All the runners are there, a bunch of athletes are there. So having that, headquarters that they call it, I think is really the best perk that you get.
Correct.
But other than that, it's really just the excitement to run a race for something that you care so much about, I think is the biggest part.
Oh, okay. How do you sign up to run for SOC and SCC, Erin?
Sure. So if you go to sochicago.org, it's right there, right on the homepage. And it's really easy to sign up. And if you have any questions, you can email Emily Smith at emily.smith@sochicago.org. Emily runs kind of the whole process, and she's extremely helpful. I've known her for a couple of years now, and I always have questions for her, and she is always easily able to answer them. So if anybody has any questions, they can ask her. Otherwise, sign up at sochicago.org. And the deadline is May 31st. So sign up. Spots are limited. We've filled a lot of spots so far, so people need to sign up soon.
So how many people how many people do we have in our Team Special Olympics right now? Erin, do you know?
So yes, I think right now, as of last week, we had about 120, I think, signed up. So we have spots for, I think, about 60 more people. But yeah, 120, I think, is a great number so far.
So what how is the process take place? How does the process take place? Where is it going to be? How are they going to run with Special Children's Charity, Special Olympics Chicago? How do they do that?
Yeah, so the whole season, the way that it works, once you sign up, you'll get some information on training, you'll get some information on the marathon, and kind of how the fundraising works. So every runner is encouraged to fundraise at least $2,000 for SOC SBC, which I found to be not difficult at all. I think they'll send you, when you join the team, a bunch of fundraising tips and sample posts for social media and sample letters you can send to your friends. So if you sign up now, that gives you from now until October to raise that $2,000. And like I said, I found it to be very easy because I think Special Olympics Chicago and Special Children's Charities are two organizations in one that a lot of people care a lot about and get excited about. I think everybody has a personal connection with somebody who is an athlete or participates in one of these, that they can, get excited about and find it in their heart to help donate and raise money for the team. So I think too, the way that I did it is I ran raffles, I did happy hours and things like that to be able to raise some money for my team.
So that's great, but we did a lot of Special Olympics Chicago. We had a lot of what's it called? We had a lot of team that we did for like the Chicago Marathon, like the Midway 5K, like any sporting events.
Yeah, those are all great.
Oh, so how do you feel like it? How do you feel how to run? How do you feel to run with Special Olympics Chicago marathon team, Erin?
I feel awesome. I am the luckiest person in the world that I am able to do it, that my body allows me to run a marathon for my friends and the people that I love.
All right. All right, I'd like to thank you, Erin, for coming to join us today. Thank you for coming over to Can TV. I'm William Tang. Stay tuned.
Thanks, William. Bye.
Bye.
do this.
Hello, welcome back to Special Olympics Chicago. I'm here with Lauren, the new board member of the SCC Associate Board President. Welcome, Lauren.
Thank you, William. Happy to be here.
All right. Lauren, I got one quick question. What is the SCC Associate Board means? Can you tell me all about you? What do you do for us?
Of course.
Go ahead.
So the SCC Associate Board, we're a group of about 20 or so young professionals. Typically, we're about age 23 to 35. And we're passionate about Special Olympics Chicago, supporting the programming that for our athletes. And we do that in a few ways. We do fundraising, we do volunteering, and we also help network and bring awareness to the cause.
Okay. Why did you join the associate board, Lauren?
So my little sister is actually an athlete. She does Special Olympics back home in Connecticut. So when I moved here, I wanted to find a community that I could be part of that loves Special Olympics as much as I did. The associate board has been really perfect for that. It's great to know other young professionals who care about our athletes and them having, athletic programming as well as other opportunities. So I've met a lot of great people through the associate board, and I've been able to be involved with Special Olympics just like I was at home.
Okay. What are some athlete associate board events? What are some associate board events? Can you tell us about it?
Sure. So like I mentioned earlier, we do both fundraising and volunteering. So from a fundraising perspective, the Polar Plunge is one of our biggest fundraisers. We have a team every year. It's called Team Young, Wild, and Freeze. This year we had over 50 people. And with our benefit concert, we raised over $25,000. So it was a really big year for us.
Okay.
We also do other events like our annual volleyball tournament called Spike for Special Olympics. And we do a White Sox fundraiser as well.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Yeah. And then, William, because you've seen us at events, we also come help out at competitions like bocce and bowling, as well as like virtual bingo and trivia games as well.
Oh, yeah, that's great. I would like to join you about that.
Well, we'd love to have you.
All right. How can people get involved, Lauren? Can you tell the people how the people get involved right now?
We'd love to have people get involved. There's two main ways. So one, you can become an associate board member. So that group of people come to monthly meetings. They help run those events that I talked about, and they help build our board. And then we also have a group called the Friends of the Board. So that's a lower commitment. You just come and help out when you can as you're interested. But we're always wanting to include more people in both those fundraisers and those volunteer events. So if anyone's interested in joining, they can check out our website, or they can actually email me. I can give you the address if you want it.
Yep.
It is socassociateboard@sochicago.org.
How do we get fundraised for the Chicago Polar Plunge? Can you tell me all about it?
Yeah, so this last year was a really big plunge for us. We actually did a benefit concert. So we partnered with a band called The Mild West, as well as an opener called Marina City, and Joe's on
Mhm.
lead, which is a great venue in the city. And we hosted an event one Thursday night. We had, I think, about 200, 300 people in attendance, raised a lot of
Wow.
money for Special Olympics.
Wow,
Yeah, it was
that's
a lot of
great.
fun. And William, we even had some athletes come out and speak at the event. They did an amazing job.
What is your favorite, Lauren? What is your favorite event is right now? Do you know?
Ooh, that's a tough one. We have so many good events. So
Sorry.
how about this? I'm going to give you our next event because I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, go
A group
ahead.
of us are going to be going out to volunteer at the bowling competition at Waveland later in May. I'm really looking forward to that because we get to be actually part of the competition with our athletes, cheering you guys on and helping run the event.
What is your upcoming events for the 2022 events for this year?
So we're working on scheduling our White Sox game right now. That's likely to be in June or July. What's
Yep.
awesome about that event is not only is it a fundraiser, but we also sponsor tickets for athletes so we can get the whole Special O community together to enjoy a game at the field.
Yep.
And then after that, we're going to have our Spike for Special O volleyball tournament. So that happens each August or September. It's on North Ave Beach. And we have a bunch of teams come out and compete. Really fun day, great way to end the summer. And again, raising money for Special Olympics Chicago.
Yep.
And then our Polar Plunge fundraiser actually changes every year. So this past year was the concert. We're looking into some options for next year, but that one we're going to have to reveal closer to.
You're right.
Ask me again in a couple months.
Let me think. Oh, are you guys doing the? Are you doing the Chicago Marathon this year with us for us this year, Lauren?
So I personally am not doing the Chicago Marathon. I am not a runner, but I like to go out and cheer our runners on. We've got a couple people on the board, and I know that there's still some spots left on the team if anyone out there wants to run the marathon this year. Special O has a great spot. It's right at the end of the race, and it's really fun to go out and celebrate the runners. That's a pretty big accomplishment to run all those miles, huh?
Did you need anything to add that we need to talk about, Lauren, or no?
Well, I'd love to tell you a little bit about some of the volunteer events we have coming up.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead.
Sure. So I mentioned we're going to be at the bowling competition at Waveland on May 21st. And then we're also going to be helping out with the Adventure Club kickoff in June. We're going to be out there along with the Athlete Leadership Council and the Student Board as well, which is a group of high school students who are interested in supporting SOC. And we're going to be showcasing all the different programming that Special Olympics Chicago is putting on for our athletes this summer. So we're really looking forward to that event.
Okay. Can you tell us that we need to how do you get involved?
Sure.
Go ahead.
So if you want to learn more about the Associate Board and how you can get involved, you can visit the Special Olympics Chicago website. We've got a page about the Associate Board, or you can email me directly. That address is socassociateboard@sochicago.org.
All right. Thank you, Lauren, for coming on our show today. See you next time.
Of course. Thanks for having me, William.
Hi, my name is Carter Sanders. Welcome to Special Olympics Sports on CAN TV. Can you believe it is already May? With all the great Special Olympics Chicago sports and activities that are waiting for our athletes this year is flying by. A number of Special Olympics Chicago athletes participating in events is gradually returning to post-COVID levels, and our coaches are knocking it out of the park to bring our athletes the quality training and playing opportunities Special Olympics Chicago is famous for. Come out and see for yourself. Special Olympics return to Soldier Field on May 5th. All the athletes, coaches, fans, and supporters who attended were thrilled to be back on the field where Special Olympics started, July 20th, 1968. Opening ceremonies were followed by 3 days of competition and celebration. Thank you to our honorary coaches, CPS Sports Administrative Team members, Mickey Pruitt, the NFL member of the Chicago Bears and the Super Bowl winner Dallas Cowboys, and Eddie Curry, NFL member of the Houston Astros. Congratulations to Matt O'Shea, Ann McClone Burke, award winner, and Vidham Park, the Keith Magnuson Spirit Award winner. What else does the Special Olympics athletes have been doing, you might ask? Well, let me tell you. If you like volleyball, you'll be glad to know school and park athletes competed in volleyball skills on March 23rd and March 24th at Hope Academy. CPS volleyball teams competed in their tournament at Hope Academy on March 7th. CPS and agency volleyball teams competed at Mount Carmel High School on April 9th. The Mount Carmel volleyball teams came out to support, and the Mount Carmel Mothers Club provided lunch. That's a lot of volleyball and a lot of love. We thank you all. Gymnastics were held at Broadway Armory on March 26th. The great CPD Gymnastics Department served as the judges for the event. The Man Park Pool was the site of this year's swimming competition. Thanks to the CPD Aquatics Department for facilitating the meet. A couple events have been moved to La Villita this year to ensure that our athletes opportunities to compete for a chance to go to summer games. Bocce and CPD agency soccer teams and skills took place on April 2nd and April 28th. Bowling will take place on May 20th at the Waveland and on May 21st at Waveland and Hablerter. Softball events will take place on May 24th at the Kerry Woods Stadium and on May 26th and 27th at Washington Park. Adventure Club, a new program that will kick off this summer. Events will be co-hosted by the SEC Associate Board, the Athlete Leadership Council, and the High School Board. Exciting events will take place throughout the summer, including an overnight camping adventure on Northerly Island. Many events will include opportunities for families to join in. Check out our website for details. Thank you for watching our sports report. Tune into CAD TV to watch our show every month on Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. Be inspired and make plans to join us at any of our events. Thank you for watching our show. I'm Carter Sanders, and I hope to see you on the field.